Yo, what's up, aliens? Aki here with another tutorial. So today I wanted to get into this really cool idea that I call extreme bus effects or extreme bus mastering. But it's so weird because now mixing, mastering, and producing has sort of like merged into this one congruous thing. And yeah, I think there's a lot of artistic expression that can be done and created and discovered within this mixing process effect. But before I get into it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe for more tutorials from AHEE. So let's get into this. I've set up an example where I've got this loop and I have it happening 3 different times. The first time, basically there's no grouping on it whatsoever. The second time, they're all in the same group. And then the third time, they are spaced out into different groups. And I'm trying to get this idea across of why it is that you group certain things and affect certain things in a group. Okay, so here, let's just listen. This is the ungrouped track. So there's some bass sounds, some drums, and some effects. So we'll give it a listen. Okay, so you can hear the drums are almost overpowering. The bass line's pretty loud, and yeah, we're losing some effects in the background. But that's sort of in a bad example. And then I want to show you all another bad example where basically I have this whole group. It's all the same things, exactly the same things, except they're all being sent to this pre-master. And the pre-master just basically has a ton of EQ and compression on it and some saturation. But yeah, it's a lot of compression on there. So let's give that a listen. Okay, we can tell there it's brought out a lot of the background effects, but also at the same time, it's diminished the kick and the snare in a way, and it's brought out some things that we don't necessarily want to be brought out, like some of the tail ends of those vocal effects and whatnot. It was just I don't know, just a little too much there. And so what I like to do in a lot of my things, y'all have seen my other tutorials. If not, you can check out this one that's on the bus mastering, the routing and whatnot. But I've been experimenting more with it and really trying to think of it as a creative choice. So here in this example, this would be the good example, is that I have I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want hyper compressed. So I still have this group here that's got a lot of the things in there, and that's being sent to that pre-master with just the tons of compression on it. But then I'm eliminating certain things from that group, and what I'm eliminating here is the vocals. So the vocals aren't in that group, and then also the kick and snare is not in that group, and also the crowd effects is not in that group. And the reason why this is also, I should say on here, there's the side chain going on. So I have a ghost side chain on the track itself here. Actually, it's going here to the pre-master here too. So why this is, I want to squish all this stuff here together. I'm squishing the sub bass, the top basses here. I'm squishing these glitch effects, and I'm squishing this top end of the snare all together. And to me, it gives those are all the things that they sound good when they're compressed together in that way. But here, let's give it a listen. Okay, so here I've put this kick and snare outside of it. Again, that sidechain is helping that kick punch through, but also the snare, if I was to put the snare inside that group, it would lose a bit of its dynamics. remove it, you get more of that thunk, and less the in there. And then with like the crowd effects, it's like those I almost want to like not even be noticeable. Like, but if we put them into the group, it's like you can hear them quite a bit in there. And that's not really what I'm going for. They're like more of a subtle energy thing that's like not meant to be heard, but like more felt and like not really noticed in there. But it's an energetic thing. So again, I'm going to play those three, not say anything, and just give it a listen. Let's give it a listen. Okay, I hope that was a little bit more clear in like the listening of it. I think you're going to need to listen either on monitors or headphones in order to like really tell those subtle differences. I don't recommend watching this on an iPhone, just because it's like with compression, it's so subtle. I mean, it's not subtle when you hear it loud. That's the thing. And that's like what I'm trying to show y'all is like how to translate these things so that way they sound full and expressive on large speaker systems. Oh, some things I want to mention in here is if you like some of these sounds here, this is from my Alien. This is from one of my Serum sample packs, those bass sounds. And then this Fat Magic Rack is part of my Magic Ableton Rack series. And then I think some of these drums are from my Beats from the Bass Ship sample pack. If y'all are interested in those things, I will provide links below where you can get them on my Gumroad. I could put these vocals into that group again, but it's like I don't necessarily want them I mean, maybe. The dynamics of them just sort of like are popped out. Maybe what I would do is just give them a little OTT, turn up the time a lot, and then, give them their own squishiness outside of this thing. Because it's like, if you put too many things in a compressor, the volumes and the limits of those volumes are going to be fighting with each other inside the compressor. And sometimes that's cool and sometimes it's not. And you want to be able to choose when you do that. So what I'm trying to get across is like, these are artistic choices to be made. Oh yeah, these little glitch sounds in here. I made those using one of my Magic Ableton racks as well. The Magic, what is this called? The Magic Glitch Maker. So here's this little glitch sound. And then I throw it through the Magic Glitch Maker. Oh man. Yeah, it really glitches it out. Anyways, that's part of the Magic Ableton Rack series. I'll provide a link below. All right, aliens. If you all like this quick demonstration, be sure to give that like a click and hit subscribe. Maybe share it with a friend. All right, I will see y'all in the future. Peace, aliens. So damn